Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Rote Reactions. Once again, I'm with my fabulous co-host.
Hi, this is Albert Nuthlet. Very excited today.
So I have been on this little journey with Albert on exposing him to all kinds of queer content that he probably wouldn't have found on his own.
Mhm.
And in this romantic month of February, where Valentine's Day is quickly approaching, God, can you imagine we're already in the second month of this
I
year?
know, I know.
It's so fast, so fast. Anyways, we are doing the Tchaikovsky Triptych. And the reason why we're doing that is Tchaikovsky is recognized as one of the greatest romance writers of or composers of classical music during the Romance era. He probably has the most amount of tunes that we have all grown up hearing. People have sampled them, people have used them in all kinds of works throughout our modern life. And so you may be aware of his melodies even without knowing that he
Mhm.
wrote them. And as we discovered, as we showed in our previous video, that Tchaikovsky was queer and he had a very prolific gay life in very, very oppressive Russia. So we are now going to take Albert on a journey. And Albert, you confess that you have never seen a ballet, right?
I have never seen a ballet in my life. So this is going to be something new for me, totally, completely.
Okay. So I've decided that there are three projects. And the first one was Tchaikovsky, which I'll put the link up here in case you haven't seen it. Definitely should go check it out. Um, it gives you great context for the maestro creating these works. Tchaikovsky was the first world class composer to ever write specifically for ballet. Up until that point, ballet companies pretty much performed during operas, and that was the only A level class music they got to dance to. If there
Mhm.
were ballets that were written prior to Tchaikovsky taking it seriously as an art form, then they were usually second rate composers, and people really didn't give them their due at all. But it was a way for ballet dancers to still practice their craft.
Yep.
Okay, I come from the world of opera. I come from the world of classical music, and having been in several operas, I've gotten to know a lot of ballet dancers because, as I said, ballet is represented in opera,
Mhm.
and they are some of the hardest working athletes on the planet. I have to tell you, these people are disciplined like you cannot imagine.
Mhm.
There is a great TV series that was put out, I think, about 10 years ago called Breaking Point. If you can find it on one of the streaming platforms, I highly suggest you go watch it. It
Mhm.
really puts you in the as a fly on the wall in a ballet company, and you get to see just how hard that world is. So, with that in mind, we are going to do Tchaikovsky's very first composition for ballet specifically. Again, like I said, up to this point, second rate composers. He was the
Mhm.
first to step into this arena and say and take it seriously as an art form. And he, as we learned in the movie, he often wrote passages and extended and added different bars if the choreographer needed a little extra time to do a certain move or whatever. So he was the first A class composer to actually write music and have it measured out to match choreography. So that was another kind of revelation for composers coming up who decided to also take the art form serious.
Yep.
So his first was Swan Lake, which is what we're doing today. However, we are doing the version that I think Tchaikovsky would have always wanted, but
Oh.
unfortunately did not get a chance to see because of the times. This is Matthew Bourne, who is a British choreographer. I believe he is a gay man, and he put together this form of Swan Lake, which actually was a huge hit in the West End. It transcended being just a ballet performance. It actually became a major theatrical performance. It went to Broadway here in the United States. It won
Cool.
accolades here. So it is a huge production. And what Bourne did with it is he took the standard fairy tale, which if you see it, and we saw it in a small piece of it in the
Yeah.
Tchaikovsky film, where you
Yeah.
saw the male and female, the swan and the prince, you saw a little bit of what it classically looks like. Bourne decided to take that fairy tale concept and apply it to a royal family and use the metaphor of what it's like to be a royal and to have everything dictated to you, that you don't really have your own life. And he decided to take that whole concept, because Tchaikovsky was consumed, even with his operas, they were all about introspection. They were all about learning about things in life. And it was always the inner turmoil that he was focused on. And his music reflects that.
Right.
So Bourne decided to take that up a notch and say, okay, let's set it in modern times. Let's set it with a royal family and that dichotomy of what it's like to be someone trapped within the royal world and all those expectations. And let's have him meet a swan, a mythical swan, who shows him another path, and what that does to him colliding, wanting a personal freedom and personal love and self love, even self-respect, versus what the British call the firm, which is the royal family, and all of their requirements in life. So it's a very interesting take on it. It is a modern take. So this is not the typical Swan Lake presentation, but it is an all-male swan company. So it is something that I think Tchaikovsky would have been very intrigued with had he have had the chance to live to see it. So here we go. Are you ready?
Yep, let's go.
So we can talk however long you want, because this is all music.
Boy.
So
I know.
there are no speaking parts.
No problem.
But I think you will enjoy. I think you will enjoy it, because the performances here are really, really amazing. And I will say, the gentleman who took on the role of the Swan will always be the Swan for me, whether you look at the classical version or not. He is by far and away the best I have ever seen. I mean, he is up there with Mikhail Baryshnikov and Rudolf Nureyev, and he's amongst the greats. I think he is a phenomenal dancer and a phenomenal performer. And he is also the link to our next film in this Tchaikovsky Triptych, Billy Elliot's, which is coming up after this. So let's get started with Matthew Bourne presents Tchaikovsky's Swan Lake.
I don't even know what to expect. I mean, I'm not a total noob for like dance stuff. I've been to like, I don't know, like modern dance things that have been really, really weird. But I don't think I've ever been to, I don't even know why.
And I think the thing you'll be surprised is the emotion that's conveyed in the dance. That is so much. And this is the 1996. This is the original West End cast. So this is as it was originally envisioned. They now have updated versions, and I kind of like them, but they're not this. I mean, they're basically the same thing. What they've done is they've added more digital effects, and so they've kind of souped it up and amped it up. But I think this version is better. There's also a change in the very ending that they do in the new version that I don't like. I prefer this version because I think it has a stronger psychological punch in the end. So, you see everything okay?
Yep. Wait, I thought it was a pillow. It's a little stuffed swan?
It's a swan.
Oh.
And so you can feel that turmoil in the music. And that's Adam Cooper, the main swan.
Oh, the shadows. Oh my God. What an intense beginning. Again, I've never listened to this entire composition, so whoa.
It's kind of like watching a silent film in a way,
Hmm.
with
You know, when I was,
amazing
yeah,
athletic dancing.
exactly. Right. So just from those few seconds of seeing the swan, that was really, really powerful. Like,
Hmm.
wow, what an embodiment of, I don't know,
It
it's like some sort of prime
it
wildness.
grabs you right from the beginning, you know.
Yeah,
Morning routine.
right. I love the stuffed swan. It's so cute. Oh, no way. Oh, that's so cool.
And everything's on the clock.
It must
Schedule
be cool
must be
to,
kept.
yeah. I was gonna say, it must be cool to be carried around like that. Maybe once, but not every day.
A
Oh my God,
corgi.
it had to be a corgi. It had to be, of course. Oh, cool.
And the crowd. I love the way they do the crowd, you know.
Right. Oh, that is really nice. She's supposed to be the queen, right?
Yes, she's the queen.
She is really, really imposing, by the way. I don't know how she does it, but it's like,
The paparazzi gets to him.
yeah. And admonishments, of course. Go stand there and smile and nod.
Always on display.
Mm-hmm. It's very cool how clearly everything's conveyed and nobody has said a word.
Hmm. But the music keeps
Yeah.
that tension rising, you know.
But then there's this little reprieve. Oh. Oh, I was getting attached to the young kid.
Still
Oh,
can't
so he's
handle
still
it.
not used to it, even after
Yeah.
all these years, huh?
Yep.
Unexpected.
Lingering look.
Uh, what? What?
It's good to be the queen.
I mean,
So obviously she has her dalliances and it bothers her son.
of course. I wasn't expecting this twist, but it's cool. The look. That is so cool. I was thinking, if you are a good ballet dancer, do you also have to be a good actor, do you think?
Oh yeah, yeah. It encompasses so many forms of traditional arts.
Right.
It's movement, it's expression, it's
Hmm.
you know.
Yeah, because it's not just the dancing, like you
Right.
really have to be your character, right?
And you can notice the girls are not in ballet shoes, they're
Yeah.
in character shoes.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
it they have to know to dance in different types of costuming.
Oh, this character is called the girlfriend, right? That's how her build is at.
I guess
Casual.
she's kind of like the Sarah Ferguson in the royal family, you know.
I don't know who that is. I'm so sorry.
Okay, Sarah Ferguson was a person who married one of the princes of the British royal family,
Okay.
and she was seen as kind of like the opposite of Princess Diana, in that Fergie was kind of brash and
Uh-huh.
uh, not as refined as Lady Diana was.
Ah, okay. All
So
right.
that I think that's what he's kind of casting her, because she has long red hair too, and so I think that
Oh,
was his.
oh, this is the late, yeah, this is the late 90s, right? It was
Yeah,
2000. So, okay, okay, okay. I need to remember that.
yeah. This is 1996 when this production was.
Gotcha, gotcha. Of course. I love when we get new versions of musical phrases we've heard before. I
Mhm.
don't know. It's
Well, I
fun.
also like the fact that when you take these things and set them in their non-traditional form, it breathes new life into it, and you see the
Yeah.
work in a different way. You know.
Hmm.
And in ballet, you don't applaud between numbers; you wait till the very end. It's
Okay.
one. It's one. That so it's not that the audience isn't appreciative. You'll see that in
Hmm.
the end, but it's that's just the way ballet is.
Ooh, very interesting. And also very good to know.
Yeah.
Still? Come on.
So obviously, she's a social climber wanting to, but she's
Right,
not
right.
quite as refined. So the queen
Oh my
is
God, the
just
look. Eye roll.
look at her.
Yeah, it's like,
And he's a bit defiant.
mhm. Uh, okay. She's like, why not both?
You begin to see that this is
Hmm.
all a setup. Nothing is done that isn't choreographed in the royal family.
Oh.
Everything is pre-planned, whether the person in the middle of it knows it or not.
Hmm. Oh, this is not going to go well.
Now,
Okay.
typically in an opera, you would have the ballet. So, this is why you're seeing this presented this way.
Mhm. I never understood why the fanciest seats at a theater are off to the side. Now you can't see that well from there.
No, but it's all about being seen.
Oh, okay. I'd never thought about it that way.
And I kind of like the way this ballet is presented because it's kind of an ode or Tchaikovsky's dig at how it was treated as a second level art
Uh-huh.
form in the early
Sure.
days. So it's kind of campy in the way it's presented.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, yeah.
Little over the top
Those,
kind of affectations.
I know.
And the old ballet was always consumed with mythical things and, always fairy tales and stuff like that,
Mhm.
whereas Tchaikovsky wanted to delve into the personal journey within and, in
Right.
relationships and stuff. So Tchaikovsky always saw the human aspect more than mythical creatures that really have no bearing on humans.
Mhm. Even the makeup's way over the top,
Yeah.
right?
And how this little social climber doesn't know how to behave.
Okay. That
She's
would be
so
me though. If I go to a ballet, I don't know what to do. I would have clapped, for instance. That would have been awful.
so you always wait to the end.
I
I
love
will
that.
caveat that only unless some performance, like if Mikhail Baryshnikov was, in his day, would have, and he did something truly spectacular, then you would break with tradition.
Ah,
But here you can hear people laughing. They know this is a send up of old style ballet.
she touched her. Oh my God, no way. You do not do that. Oh, I thought it was going to be a Little Red Riding Hood or something.
He's obviously a lumberjack, and these are fairies and wood nymphs.
Mm-hmm.
See, it's all pretend of ballet. It's just
Yeah, yeah. I wonder how hard it is to dance not as good as you can do it, or not as well as you can do
no,
it.
yeah. All even the athleticism is just it's
Yeah,
subpar.
of course. But no, thwarted.
Look, she's broken
Oh,
out
she's eating
again.
some chips. That is incredible. That is super nice. Oh
Here,
my
you
gosh,
want
she's gonna
some?
be... That's lovely. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Oh, now everyone's throwing her off. Oh, they salute the. Of course they do. No, no. Okay.
The wood nymphs.
This is incredibly funny. Also, imagine having to
But
dance
it's
without
nice,
makeup.
you get an art form that knows how to make fun of itself. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah, 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 yeah. Oh my God. I mean, but at some point you kind of catch on, right? I mean, if I clapped or did something the first time I noticed nobody else is doing it, I would just like, okay, I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna wait until somebody does something, right? I don't know.
Yeah, like I said before, I mean, if Mikhail Baryshnikov, Rudolf Nureyev, the big names,
Mhm.
if they did a performance and it was so through the roof spectacular,
Mhm.
people might break protocol and
Yeah,
applaud,
just
and that would be a showstopper. That's where the
right,
term
right.
comes from. It stops the show, you know. But for the most part, no. You wait till the end.
What counts as like a super incredible thing, like something really difficult and
You
athletic?
just know. It's really weird. It's hard to explain, but you see the level of dancing, and then you'll see a solo performer just absolutely blow you away with what
Okay.
they're doing. And the air just becomes electric.
Okay.
You can feel it. It's palpable. And you just know you're witnessing something truly spectacular. And there are certain dances and certain ballets that are known for being like the be-all end-all choreography for like a male dancer. And typically it's mostly male dancers who get it because of the sheer athleticism that they display. But, you know, the ballerinas have been known to cause showstoppers as well. But typically it's the men who get acknowledged for it, because what women do on stage as opposed to what men do on stage is vastly different.
Interesting.
I mean,
I would have thought it would be.
For the most part, toe point is the big thing for the girls, how much control they have on point. Where for men, it's all about the athleticism. How amazing are their jumps? How much they pour into it without seeming like they're getting tired, you know, because it is very tiring.
Okay. Huh. That's really interesting.
So he's been embarrassed.
Of course. Yeah, she rushed out in a huff.
So now his only foray into any kind of romance or social of his own has literally crumbled before his eyes.
But was he ever into her, though? Or was he just doing it to show up his mother?
Sublimating.
Ooh, boy.
And seeing what it's doing to himself. And she sees it as weakness.
She's not gonna...
She sees everything that he's doing as weakness. When all he wants is some love and devotion. See, he sees that and mistakes it for something.
Yeah.
She's like, no.
Oh, man. Not a hugger, huh?
That's putting it mildly.
Yeah, she's like, and this? Oh, my God. Oh, that is so cool.
She does a marvelous job. She really does.
I literally, this is such an incredible sequence. Interesting that she rejects like this emotional need so much. Oh my God. Whoa.
And there are moments where she almost breaks.
Yeah. No. Exactly. Yeah, that's not very psychologically healthy, but okay. What's with this scheming guy? That's all
It's what the firm does. Like I said, nothing is ever not choreographed in their lives.
Swank bar? Okay.
Rough trade.
Oh, wow.
Nightclub. And I love how some of the moves are like from like the 60s.
This is so weird.
You know,
This has, yeah, it's like, oh, yeah.
and there she is partying it up, not knowing he's there. Bad wig.
This is very strange. The mix of classical dancing with whatever it is they're dancing now.
Changes what you think about ballet. You know, you think it a certain form.
Yep.
But again, this modernizing of it makes it relevant to this day and age. Because what you're seeing here is not how it plays out in the traditional sense.
Right.
So this is a whole new libretto, so to speak. Even when he thinks he's getting away with something, he's not.
Huh.
See, now he's talked the two sailors into getting him soused. And, you know.
Oh. Okay.
Scandal.
Oh, and everyone's gonna know. Drunk ballet? Question mark.
Yeah, I mean,
Cool.
he's wasted, but he's
Yeah.
in his head about everything.
Yeah.
You know?
This is awesome.
Yeah, he and Adam Cooper are the prince and the swan to me. They're the only two that'll ever be it for me.
Oh.
And Adam's about to make his entrance, and trust me,
I was wondering when we would see him.
He's electrifying when he really gets going. Now he witnesses the worst part of it.
Ah, it was I all along. Oh my God. That is rough. I mean, at least she's disgusted by it.
She doesn't want the blood money.
Whoa. Okay. That's nice.
There's the theme.
Mm-hmm. So it's in his moment of total crisis.
Yeah, the thing I love the most about these swans, you know, I get why they cast them as women in the original traditional sense, but swans are incredibly powerful creatures. They are so strong. They can break a man's arm with their wing. They are very, very powerful creatures. Yes, they're beautiful, but they are also very, very formidable. And the thing I love about this casting is that by putting them all as men, you get that element that you don't get with the women when they do it, because all you get is grace. Whereas here you get the grace, but you also get the strong, imposing nature of what a swan can do.
Okay. Interesting. I mean, I haven't even seen the original, so I really can't say.
Yeah,
but...
yeah. I mean, when you saw how delicate it was when we saw the Tchaikovsky thing.
But you know what I got from the awesome ballerina? I got a lot of strength from her too.
Yeah, there
I
is
don't
strength.
know.
Yeah, I mean, she's on tone point and stuff, but you'll see the difference when you see, even from what little bit you saw of her, you'll see the difference of what these swans bring to the table.
Okay. Oh my God, the expectation and the theme. It's like something's coming. It's like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
There he is.
Oh my God, this is so cool.
I will say that the thing they did do in the update that I like better is that they actually cover the box so you don't see the box coming out. In the new one, you see like digital waves and stuff, so it's actually much more elegant. But you know, given the time and technology, this is what
yeah.
It still conveys the essence. So that's his entrance, and then you'll see what he does after this. He's truly phenomenal.
He keeps taking off his coat.
Well, in his defense, he's sweating a lot right now, so he
Oh
probably
yeah, I
wants
know.
that coat off.
Jesus, with the close-up, you could see. Oh my God, he was. Yeah.
You get the idea he's going to commit suicide because he can't take it anymore.
In a city park?
There we go.
Oh.
I love the intensity he brings to the lead swan.
It's incredible.
And I love the way that they do certain moves, you know, to give you the sense of the bird, you know.
Yes. So that, yeah, he is not human. So, oh my God, I love it. The makeup also is subtle but very cool. It gives it, I don't know, it makes it feel feral and cool.
See how he's learning to be more of a man by what the swan is showing him. There are a collection of 4 that do a slightly comedic dance as swans. And what I love about it, it's comical, but it's comical in that it shows the fastidiousness of swans when they can be really, really picky and cleaning themselves and all the grooming. And it's just, it's such a beautiful way to give you a sense of the bird, you know, in a dance form.
Whoa.
And I love the pants because it gives you the feeling of feathers without it being feathers, you know.
It's amazing. Yes. Everything about the way they're dressed, the makeup, everything is incredible. and it gives them a lot of freedom.
Uh-huh.
I was also like, they're not wearing ballet shoes, are they?
No.
Can you stand on point
Here he
without
comes.
them? That looks so cool.
Beckoning him.
Yeah.
I love that move. That's one of my favorites. The way he starts it, and then the core follows
Yeah.
him. I cannot wait till you see Billy Elliot. The payoff for these 3 films is going to astound you.
Wow.
I had to do a dance like this in one of the operas that I did, where I had, because I was one of the few opera singers who could move, where I was the lead in this and had to keep doing a repeating motion for 26 people entering the stage. Oh my God.
Jesus.
It was the most exhausting thing I've ever done in my life. And then I had to sing right after.
I was gonna ask, so how did you even manage?
Thank God I was 26 at the time. That's all I can say. So I feel for that guy leading that troop on one as they come off one and one, you know?
Yeah.
Because that takes a lot of stamina. By the end of the show, I had shin splints that hurt so bad. It was just. And of course, we had the choreographer from Hell, who just treated opera singers like they were dancers, and it's like half these people couldn't do it. So the only 2 that really was me and another guy who have done some dancing, and we were the only 2 that. So we started it off. So by starting off so strongly, people kind of forgave all the ones that came after. But it put all the pressure on us, you know. And literally by the end, I could barely walk. I could barely walk by the end of the run of the show.
Oh my God! Ouch.
I don't know if you've ever experienced shin splints, but they are not fun.
No. It sounds awful, and no way.
It's literally where the muscle comes to the bone, and you've stressed it so much that any movement of that muscle is just painful.
Dude, no, ouch. No, yeah. It's every bit as awful as it sounds. No.
And I like it because he's learning from all the swans, not just the main swan, but the one he adapts the most from is from the main swan, because he knows they get all of their moves from him. You know, so see,
he's trying
imitating them.
Yeah.
So you can see why Tchaikovsky would have really loved this version. All the men and boys up there.
Would he have, though? I don't know. He seemed to be struggling so much with himself. Oh, that pose. Wow.
And I love the way Adam tries to pick him up. Watch. Just with his wings.
Oh my God, that is incredible.
And while I like Scott as the prince, there's something about the line that Adam makes when he dances. It's just impeccable.
Okay.
And Scott does a really good job as the prince, but there's you can see why Adam was given the swan, because his line is just so good in everything he does. Even
when you say line, what is that like?
The line of the body, everything is in place. Also the hands. I think it's interesting in this because generally in ballet, men's position is like this for their hands. Their hands are always like this. Girls, it's like this. It's done like this. Now, if you watch these boys, they combine both, which is what I love. They kind of queer it up. So you'll see their hand position be the male position like this, and then you'll also see them do this from time to time. And you'll see the feminine position.
Why are there two hand positions? Is that
it's just the way the art form has developed?
What?
Yeah, so men have that as is considered a masculine pose, and women it's middle finger down because it's dainty. But you'll see these guys combine both, so it's the queering up of the elements that make up the bird.
Oh,
so it's a blend of the female and the male. Which I think was a brilliant move on the choreographer's part. Because it highlights the athleticism of the bird, but also the grace of the bird. And the placement of the hands when they're the swan, you know.
Yeah.
Nobody gets out of this one without sweating.
Of course not, yeah. This must be so difficult to do. Wow.
And I can't tell you, as a performer of the classical arts, and even just doing regular stage shows, there's something magical about when you take to the stage with the set and the costumes and the makeup and the lighting. As a performer, it just makes you focus so much more, and it brings it all home, all the work you've done in rehearsal, to have it fully dressed in that moment. It is truly one of the most miraculous feelings a human being can go through. It's just phenomenal because you've put all this work in, and until it's properly staged, you don't get a real sense of it. But it is when the magic happens, when the lights come up and everything's all there, and suddenly everything clicks, you know.
Oh, that is lovely. Wow.
I admire ballet dancers. I really do. They are some of the most dedicated people I have ever met to their craft. And it is so hard on the body. It is so hard on the body. I love this sequence because it's really where the swan seduces him. And see every movement with the shoulder.
It's so
and
cool.
Everything.
Yes.
He's so good. Now, in the traditional sense of the thing, the prince actually sees the swan in the lake, and he becomes very enamored with her because she becomes a woman during this magical hour on the lake, and he falls in love with her. But after the spell is broken, because the daylight comes, she retreats and becomes a swan again, and he ends up going back there as a hunter, and he ends up, if I remember right, he kills her because she's a bird, and he's there with a hunting party. But in this version, it's a different telling. So, but look at that, just the sheer majesty of his
Yeah,
shapes.
that looked like he looked like he was floating. Jesus.
And he makes it look so effortless.
Whoa.
See what I mean? The swan seducing him. You can
Yeah.
see it. I love that lift. You know?
This is lovely. Wow.
Don't mind me while I wipe my sweat all over you.
Right. Oh, the sequence is incredible. It's so nice. How does he jump like that? Jesus Christ.
It's a lot of practice.
God.
I love that move. That's one of my favorites. Because it's the wings, you know. And knowing what you know of Tchaikovsky now, you can understand how this was staged with him in mind in many respects, you know.
Right, right. He must have projected like seriously a little bit.
I mean, it's one thing to lift a ballerina, but to lift a man who's just as muscular and built as you are, not an easy feat, and to make it look effortless and easy and graceful.
That is true. I hadn't thought about that, but yeah.
These boys are working overtime.
Wow. Wow. But it's like he remains elusive, even after all of that. That's so nice.
Here comes my favorite foursome. This is the fastidious one I told you about. Oh. You've heard this piece before. Remember, it was the piano piece that was playing when you had the four girls doing the little dance together?
Right, right, right.
I love this sequence. It's just so cute. It's so goddamn cute.
It's incredible. And it looks fun.
But it's great because it gives character to the bird.
Yeah,
you know?
It's true.
If they ever do a staging of this in Mexico City, you need to take your boyfriend to see it.
Yeah,
I think you would be really surprised.
Yeah. Yeah, he's even less into classical stuff than I am, but I think we need to. This is so awesome. I can't believe I'd never even heard of this. Like, seriously.
You can imagine how the gays went crazy for it in the 90s when it came
Of
out.
course. What was the general reception though? Like
Oh, it was phenomenal. It was over the top. People had no idea it could be like this. I mean,
yeah.
Matthew Bourne really established himself with this piece that
Mhm.
he restaged. It's when
Yeah.
he literally blew up on the ballet world map. Now he's
Oh.
done Romeo and Juliet. He's done Nutcracker. He's done restagings of all of Tchaikovsky's works,
Mhm.
but and other composers. But his it's just phenomenal what he's done with ballet to bring it to a modern
Mhm.
audience.
Right.
He's made it vibrant and relevant again.
Mhm. Very cool.
Because I think Romeo and Juliet is set in an industrial town in Britain. So I mean, he sets
Okay.
them in really unusual places, but it works. It really works. You can tell he's put the thought into it.
Yeah.
Bye, Adam. Go get him, Scott.
That's so much jumping. Isn't like the stage floor cushioned or something, you know,
No.
for their knees or something? No?
No.
Jesus.
That's why I say it's hard on the body.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I like this piece of music.
Now he's more in sync with the swans.
Mm-hmm. He's feeling more of his own man. He's rejoicing in how strong he can be.
Oh.
And the swans have taught him this. Morning's coming.
Oh, he's happy. Great. I thought he was going to be freaking out.
He feels he's found himself.
Yeah.
Gotta put that jacket on.
That must not have. Yeah, no.
That'd be the most
no,
uncomfortable
no.
thing.
Jesus, no. Exactly. Good. Oh.
End of Act 1. Now there would have been an intermission in here. those two are still conniving.
Go, hurry.
And Prince is feeling much better about himself.
What's with the eye patch?
Just making
Like,
her
why?
mysterious.
I know, but it must be hard on the ballerina to
Yeah,
see,
I would think so
half
too.
the stage.
I'm like, can you give me a patch with a hole in it so I can see?
Yeah.
Mingle, mingle, mingle. He's much more assured of himself. Of course, I like that in this production of it, the camera wanders in with the dancers, so you feel much closer to the action than you would on the stage, you know.
Right, where yeah, that's true. I had just taken it for granted, but yeah, there are several cameras following them around, right? That must be very distracting.
Plus the stationary ones, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Then so he's doing well at the party.
Right.
Things are going well.
Wait, why is everybody clapping? It's not over yet.
Well, it's because it's the sequence is called for it. They probably had an applause light because it's trying to be like the ball. Everybody's at the ball. Oh, yes, we had a lovely dance. You know, so.
Okay. The sequence was fun and everything, but after the swans, I'm sorry, but the swans were incredible.
You've not seen the last of them. They'll be back. Forget this is a psychological play.
Oh no.
Drunk. Look who should arrive to test it all.
Whoa. Oh my God, cool.
As a bad boy. Now he's wondering, was all of that a setup too? Because he sees him talking to the other guy. And everything is that I love the psychology going on behind all of this. He makes his way around the room with all the women. And the prince is always there. He's just in the background watching them.
Yeah. Watching in mild shock.
just love the way he takes command of the stage.
Very, very cool. For real? I don't get the significance of this number, though.
It's just a performance number for the people at the ball. You know, they often have dancers come in and perform for the royal court. You know.
Okay.
It's just a Spanish number that's done for the court.
Right, right, right.
And all the dancers have rosin sitting off stage. There's the big tray of rosin, which is what they use on bows to give violinists and stuff traction on the strings. Well, the dancers use it on the soles of their feet so that they can land and not slide on the stage.
Oh.
So on top of everything you're seeing, you don't know that they're actually, their feet are sticky.
Oh my God.
But they kind of need it to be because,
Whoa.
you know, they need to be able to hold positions, you know.
Right, right, right. That must make, oh my God, this is so difficult. Like this entire
There's so
thing,
much
wow.
to it that people don't know, you know.
Whoa. And she's like, nope.
He's just a shit stirrer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that her stockings, she's put her feet in rosin and then put the shoes on. So she's got the nylons with rosin. I mean, there's all these little things, these stage things that happen to make things work that most people never understand about the art form, you know.
Right. And the fact that it looks so effortless, you go like, oh, it must be easy, but no.
There's a lot of things dancers have to put up with to do their art.
Right.
You know?
Yes.
So let's put it up to him and the queen.
Ooh.
And see, this whole time the prince keeps looking like, are you the swan? Are you the swan? Because he does look different, but you know, so you'll see, you'll see that the guy actually, it's amazing when he does it. You'll see, it's coming up.
Okay. He's not even paying attention to his partner. Yeah.
Almost as if the swan is watching him to see if he's learned anything. You know, testing him, testing his resolve. And they're both aware of each other the whole dance.
Yeah. Oh, what an ending. All right.
Now it's his mother. So.
And the prince is not going to do anything, really?
Oh, he's thinking. He's got the riding crop.
Can I just say that, like, the performer who does the queen is incredible.
Yeah.
Like, really. You can be like dour and severe, and now she's enjoying herself, and you just get like a completely different vibe from her. It's amazing.
It's good to be the queen. But it's interesting because it's a double standard. She gets to do everything she wants, you know, and yet her son is held to a higher standard than her.
Right.
Because she's obviously comporting with every guy she sees, you know.
Right, obviously. Okay, so now he's... This is kind of the point where Prince should do something. No, not yet. Whoa.
Some of the moves mirror what they did before, but not quite. I love it. I love the texture of this dance because it's reminiscent, but not quite there.
Oh.
The swan is almost teasing him, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And of course, the prince is not 100% sure it's him.
I know. Yeah, this one's kind of like daring him to recognize him.
Some of the same moves.
Oh man, shouldn't have hesitated.
And look what he does. Just to taunt him further.
Oh my God, no way. No way. That's incredible.
reduced again to what he was before. Gossip, and scandal. It's even you see him with the other male dancers. His lines are much more precise and much more articulated. That's how you know. That's how you move up as the elevated dancer and become the prime, the main dancer.
Right.
It's in your precision, your line, your dedication to your craft, and some of it is internal theater politics, and all kinds of things come into play. But
right,
if they see how good you are, you will be nurtured and given those opportunities, because your body only lasts so long, and eventually you can't dance anymore just because it's been so hard on your body. So they evolve into teaching. The best way for them to get the best students is to be the best dancer when they had a career.
Gotcha.
That's how the industry works.
How much time before ballerinas and like ballet dancers?
Typically, you start dancing at a very young age, and you don't reach like prima ballerina probably early to mid 20s, maybe late teens. Male dancers last a bit longer because most ballerinas' careers are over by the time they reach 30, 32. Male ballet dancers tend to last much longer. I think Baryshnikov retired at 40, if I remember right.
Interesting.
But then they end up running their own ballet schools, and that's how their art form continues. But again, if you don't make that top tier, you're going to struggle to, you'll be a teacher, you will teach, but it's one thing to teach and it's another thing to own your own school. And
yeah, of course. It's a little bit messed up how he keeps going after the queen, though. I was expecting for it to be just like a little bit, but it just kind of keeps happening. Exactly. And this guy's so freaked out. Is it just to provoke the prince?
That's the question.
Well, it's working. Oh my God, really?
How the theme comes back.
Yeah, I know. Okay, things are escalating a little bit quickly. But yes, every time the theme is repeated, it's because it's something important related to this one. Oh, Jesus. Oh, no. I'm not sure I'm a fan of these super close-ups. I think it would be, well, otherwise you can't really see their expressions, but...
Well, I think they're intended to be super creepy.
Well...
Because it's got that fisheye kind of thing, so it kind
of... Yeah, I know.
But I get your point. It is an artistic choice.
Yeah.
Can and can't work, depending.
What?
Isn't
Are we
that creepy?
hallucinating now?
Isn't that creepy?
That is really weird.
The emotional, mental breakdown he's going through.
Mm-hmm.
So had electroshock treatments.
Mm-hmm. Cool. I love that thing when they do their arms like that. That's really, really cool. Wow, they left really fast. It's very cool how he's having a breakdown and everything, but it's still graceful. Like, I don't know. Oh, wait, what?
He's back.
Ooh.
I wonder if he's ever tripped up on those pillows. It's just a thought that occurred to me. I'm like, I'm like, can you imagine if we snagged his toe on one of those damn things and fell forward?
Oh my, no, no. Oh, gee, no.
Hey, strangest shit has happened on stage. Trust me.
Really?
Oh yeah, all kinds of goof off stuff can happen. Things you did not plan. I once had we did an opera, and there was a dead chicken. Of course, it was a rubber chicken, right?
Okay.
And you're supposed in those things. You're supposed to remove the little thing, the squeeze thing that makes the noise. Somebody forgot in one of our productions. The lead tenor squeezed the chicken, and it made this in the middle of the opera. It was fucking hysterical. Took everything we could not to crack up laughing on stage.
Oh my god.
So strange shit has happened, trust me.
Oh, that was incredible. Oh, wow. I would have paid to see that. Wow.
You can see how the other swans are starting to turn against both of them.
Right.
And the main swan has come back for him, and the others are keeping him from him. See, beating him with their wings, packing.
Did they peck him to death or something?
Let's see.
Oh no. Okay, great. But if this one is so concerned for him, why did he act the way he did when he was human?
Did he, or was that somebody who was privy to what happened and was paid by that guy?
Oh, you mean the evil?
There's all kinds of ways you can look at this.
Yeah, you're right. Because I was like, why does the swan in human form seem to be in cahoots
see how the flock
with
is
the
turning
evil
against,
guy?
Yeah, see how the flock is turning against.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
They were with him until he broke the rules about this man. And I love the vengeance look and the way their arms back gives that.
Whoa, that's very threatening. And I mean, you do feel intimidated when a swan flares like its wings. It's really scary.
Now they're attacking the main swan. I feel for that guy carrying Scott. Dude, that cannot have been easy.
Oh.
And he's not as big as Adam is. So kudos to him for pulling that off.
Right.
Love the water ripples on the bed.
Yeah, you're right.
Gone.
Oh no.
Remember, Russians can never truly have a happy moment.
Right. Yeah, let's not forget. There has never been a happy moment. Oh my God. No, no, no. Well,
But I like the way Matthew Bourne resolves this. This is incredibly powerful.
wow.
That's one leg.
Whoa. That last scene. Oh my God. It's incredible.
So how was that for your first ballet?
Yeah. Oh my God. This is. Oh. Man, I've been missing out.
Get
This
up,
was so
people.
fun.
They were fucking phenomenal.
Oh. How do you even begin to choreograph something like this?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just beginning to realize the immensity of the task. Oh.
That guy, right there. That guy.
When he's out of character, his expression changes so much. Wow.
So, final
Oh
thoughts.
boy. Whoa. Okay. So first ballet of my life. That was I don't know. I am so impressed at how everything you were telling me kind of helped me understand what was going on and the difficulty of what was happening too, because it's not obvious. You see it and you go like, oh, that looks easy, but it's not. So wow. Wow, 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 wow. Hmm.
Do you get a new appreciation for the art form and classical music in general, how it can convey a story?
Yeah, sure, of course. It's, as you are watching it, there's this merging of the musical score, so everything that Tchaikovsky composed with the performance of the dancers, with what the main choreographer intended. So it's like this incredible group effort
Marriage.
that leads to something. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's something different, and it is very, very cool. I can see why it was such a big hit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a really beautiful restaging of it. At some point you should probably expose yourself to the traditional version of it just so you
Mhm.
have a comparison. But
Right.
for me, once I saw this version, I was like, okay, I've forgotten all the others, even though they were wonderful. And I even saw it with Mikhail Baryshnikov playing it one time. So okay, I I get the original version, but for me, this, and I guess, primarily because I'm a gay man, but for me,
Mhm.
this is the killer. And then when Billy Elliot came out, it made a connection to this actual production that is so amazing that it was like, okay, stop the presses. This is the most brilliant connection to a stage play I've ever seen. So I think you will thoroughly enjoy next week's introduction.
Whoa. Yeah, for sure. Because I've heard about like Billy Elliot, never watched it, never anything, and now I have so much context.
Uh-huh.
Everything. Whoa,
It's
this is
all married together. And like I said, when we get to the third one, it'll all come together for you. And it's
Mhm.
really, truly astounding. So hopefully you guys liked it. Comment down below. Let us know what you thought. Is this your first ballet that you've ever seen? Have you ever seen Swan Lake in the original version? How do you think they
Mhm.
compare? Like I said, the newer versions that are staged, they've done a bit more digital special effects with it. So there's more
Mhm.
elements played that weren't available at the time in 96. It just, the technology wasn't there. That one is
Mhm.
extremely hard to find. It's not an easy production to find. You can't rent it like on a streaming
Mm.
thing. You can only rent the one I just showed you.
Mhm.
That one is available on certain streaming platforms. But the original
Right.
one, I don't know if there's a copyright issue, but if you have a DVD, like I do, I have a copy of it in
Uh-huh.
physical form. It's rare. You
Uh-huh.
can't. It's hard to find them. There, you can only buy them used now. But for me,
Oh.
this is the be all end all cast of
Mhm.
Swan
Mhm.
Lake.
Mhm.
I loved every single person in that original cast. I just think they were
Yeah.
so beautifully cast in it, and they performed
Yes.
amazingly good in that film, in that production of it.
Mhm.
So
I know.
I'm not knocking future productions, but and I thought this was the one that I saw that where they took the kid out, but I
You didn't
remember I
know.
saw it and I was shocked. I'm like, where the hell's the prince? It was like I saw a whole
Well, it's
different
good to
ending.
know. Okay. All right. All right. So
All right, so
maybe
false
like
alarm on this one,
repent.
guys.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, maybe everyone was like, wait, no, lots of people are upset that the kid is in there, so let's put
Yeah,
it
maybe they did.
back
Maybe
or
the one,
something.
because there is another one that was done in between. I think it was like 2006. That might be the one that I saw, and I think I saw it
Oh, okay, 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 okay.
on a streaming platform. And because I was excited to see
Hmm.
someone else do it, and I thought, oh, let's just kind of. But then we got to that end, and I was like,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
so it stuck with me that they were
Okay.
messing with it. But I guess this one
Right,
they
right,
went
right,
back
right,
to
right.
the original
Oh,
traditional version.
that is good because
Yeah,
you do need that little bit of hope at the end because it's very tragic. Everybody
yeah.
dies. So,
Yeah,
okay,
and
so
I think, like I
okay.
said, it completes the loop on the bow, and it gives
Yeah.
you at least a hopeful
Mhm.
ending.
Uh-huh. All right.
Which for Russians
Okay.
is a huge win, as we know.
Oh, oh,
Okay, everybody, so that's it for this
wow.
round. Join us for the final edition of our Tchaikovsky Triptych
Mhm.
when we will be doing Billy Elliot. And that one will be the original movie. They did do a stage musical with a lot of musical numbers and stuff. That we are not doing that. We are doing
Mhm.
the actual original movie as it was presented in
Okay.
the mid 2000s, I think it was. So we will see that next time. All right. So until then, keep watching those movies, keep making those memories with found family and friends and loved ones. And remember to like, subscribe, join us on Patreon. We put full versions of these uh, reactions you're seeing on YouTube. We put the full unedited versions up on Patreon. And now we'll be adding Buy Me a Coffee. And the beautiful of Buy Me a Coffee is you don't have to have a Patreon account in order to join or to contribute. So we're going to be producing stuff and putting stuff out there on Buy Me a Coffee. So we'll put a link in the description below when that becomes fully active. I have to populate all the videos we put up on Patreon over there so
Mhm.
people can subscribe over there instead. But that's the nice thing about Buy Me a Coffee. You don't have to have an account. You can just do a one-time, we love what you did here. Here's some bucks. So it helps us keep the lights on.
Cool.
Also, our shopping link is now up on our YouTube channel. So if you want to pick up some Rope Podcast merch, I'm always adding new designs up there. So take a look at that. It's produced by Gelato, and Gelato has um, output factories all around the world. So if you're in Australia, you don't have to wait for it to arrive from America. They have a presence in Australia, so you'll get it locally to you. So the wait times are generally a lot less, which is one of the reasons why we went with them. So check that out. Helps us with our production costs and everything. And we will catch you next time. Okay, take care. Charlie Way.
Bye.
Oh, what's that? Closing time. The bums rush in melody, dear.